Hey, it's Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching. We are here at the IT Expo Tech Super Show 2025 in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bernard Breton is with us. He is the CEO of Adaptiv Networks, and one of the co-located events at this Tech Super Show is MSP Expo. His company is an important part of that event. Bernard, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Doing very well. It's a pleasure to be here every year. Sunny Florida, of course, great time of the year, great show, so we enjoy it here.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to thank you every single year that, during the pandemic when it was really tough to get people to trade shows, you were the loyal guy who came from Canada and dealt with whatever they made you do when you go back. You had to like quarantine or whatever.
Yeah, quarantining, yeah. That was the name of the game back then. Not needed anymore, so much easier.
Yeah, but I just want to thank you. You're not going to thank you on camera every year forever for that. So I appreciate the fact that, it's a big thing to come to a show. We appreciate it. But your company's been an important part of this event for many, many years. You even, I think, announced a name change of this show to Adaptiv Networks. And, when we first started talking, you were doing SD-WAN, and now you're doing so much more. There's so much evolution of your solutions. Tell us a little bit about the company and how it's evolved.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in fact, today, this week at IT Expo, we spoke probably more about security than SD-WAN per se. In fact, over the last 3 to 4 years, we've been investing massively from a product standpoint in continuing the strategy of focusing on the small and medium enterprises, but bringing security solution alongside with networking. We believe that networking and security are becoming one. In reality, the payloads are in the cloud, the network is in the cloud, the security is in the cloud. That's where things are going. It enables simplicity, it enables cost effectiveness. Our customers are looking for that, and we've been investing in that. So 2 days ago, I was speaking about network security here. I really feel that there is a significant gap between what small and medium enterprises are doing versus what the cybercrime potential is against them. And they're under-equipped, partially because they're looking at the large vendors, which are the ones that are very known, and these are not fit for them. And that's really what we want to focus on, and we've put a lot of energy on that, and that's what we're talking about here at IT Expo this year.
Yeah, in past discussions, I've seen the intense focus you have on making your products easier to configure and to use than some of these enterprise class products where those who are proficient have spent weeks in classes or years of junior experience before they're able to operate these things. But a small company, that's usually not a luxury they have to have access to someone like that. So really you're filling an important void in the market, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. When you have customers, businesses with a lean IT environment, they don't have specialists in every facet of IT. And they, in many cases, working with MSPs. And for a solution, an IT solution like SD-WAN and SASE, to be deployable in a way that will really create value for the ecosystem, the MSP, as well as the end customer, it needs to be something that they can embrace. It needs to be something that is easy to manage, easy to deploy. We can't re-engineer the world every time. It's okay if you're a large enterprise, you can do that. You can do that if you have 2 branches and 1 IT guy. I'm sorry, you're not going to do that. That would be a waste of your time. And you know what, the problem is that even if you could do that, you had the brightest IT guy that there is, the reality, what happens if he leaves? And you're stuck with something that you can manage. So the reality is that you need solutions that are the right fit. Many of those customers, they do a bit of co-manage. You need a platform that makes that easy to work with an MSP, which is always part of the ecosystem for the small and medium enterprises. So that's really what we are aligning to. So we, especially in the last 4 years, I think we've really spent time understanding how that ecosystem works, and now we can really be a creator of value for both the end customer, the businesses, as well as the MSPs that are in the mix.
Fantastic, really, really fantastic. In the market, are you seeing any trends in the cybersecurity space or security space that we should know about?
Yeah, there's a lot of very interesting trends. I think one of them is the impact of generative AI. I think people are not really grasping the potential it has in terms of cybercrime. You have 98% of the threats right now have some form of social engineering component to them. But they are costly to do. So the sophisticated ones tend to be targeting the larger enterprises. Generative AI makes it possible to target smaller businesses. So you will see an increase in the amount of personalization of the attacks, as well as the volume of attack, because the cost per attack is going to go down. I always use the term, is the juice worth the squeeze in terms of the attacks? Well, the reality is that the squeeze is becoming easier. So be careful, because you might be, as a business, you might be the juice. So you have to be very careful. You need to train your staff. You need to have the right solution. And I see so many businesses out there that are not changing the way their network is exposed to the world. I mean, so many businesses are using public IPs, fully routable IPs onto their LAN. I mean, that's so dangerous. That means that any of your devices is exposed to the outside world. That is just too dangerous. This is an open door policy for hackers. So I think there's a lot of potential out there, and we need to work with our own partners to be able to address that need for our end customers, and also build strategic partnership like this year. We just announced that in December, I believe, strategic partnership with Coro. Coro are specialists of cybersecurity for data at rest, right? So EDR, MDR. That's not something we do. We're network people. We stop the crime when the bits are traveling to the network. But what if they land somewhere? Because nobody has 100% kill rate on any form of threat. So you really want to have a layered strategy. You want to have networking strategy, you want to have EDR or endpoint strategies, and you want to have training strategies as well. So that's all part of a full, comprehensive, holistic strategy. That's why we formed that relationship with Coro last year.
That's great. Is there anything else we should know?
Well, there's still a couple of hours. Come visit us at booth 249, and we'll be here next year as well. So, and we're there on the website. So we would be more than happy to engage in conversation with potential channel partners. We're talking about MSPs, VARs, aggregators, and telcos as well. Nearly half of our revenue is from telcos.
Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Oh, actually, one last thing before we go. Just remind us of the website, because there's no E.
That's correct. www.adaptiv.networks.com.
Thanks again.
My pleasure.